So hello everyone, welcome to a new video. I am using my cheap sketchbook from Action, which I actually really like. I've shown this, I think last year, and how it reacts and tolerates to different type of materials. I've created some collage things in here. And I really enjoy using it with gouache, acrylic gouache mainly, acrylic paint. I think it behaves really well with pencils and dry mediums, but it can be kind of too absorbent when you use watercolors. I mean, it still works, but it'll spread. So I was thinking of, here, see, this is with watercolors and gouache. It's okay. So I was going to do just some fun, easygoing drawings in here. I wanted to do some fall-inspired patterns. Like corn and acorns and maybe some pumpkins. Just wanted to play around with patterns. And so I thought that we could do that together. So I pulled up some wood cutting images and also some Victorian patterns just to look at. And there's some really beautiful ones, especially like with the acorns, I think are really pretty. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create some corn in the middle, and then around it have like pumpkins and acorns and maybe like a crow. So I'm going to pick all of my reference pictures and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so I have all my references and now I'm going to start drawing. So I want to have the crow here. I'm still not certain what I want to do. I think I'm going to do like a square.
¿Por qué no pintas un árbol?
And within here, this will be the frame. So I'm going to have the crow right here. This will be the crow.
¿Qué estás pintando?
And I'm just going to lightly do the shape, of the bird, and then I'll go in and do the detail. But it's just so I know where I'm putting things. Okay, so there's the crow. And then here I want to have the barn. Right here. And it's an old American type barn. It's very destroyed, which I really like.
Pero después tener ese esfero.
Lápiz.
¿Qué es esto?
También como un lápiz grande. ¿Quieres probar?
Sí.
Pruébalo en tu papel.
¡Hey!
Sí, chévere, ¿no?
Quiero que lo pruebes.
Yo ahorita lo pruebo. And today we're going to a pumpkin festival, and I will be filming a bit and taking you guys along with us. It's the first time that we're going, so I don't quite know what to expect.
No, yo quiero
But I'm
ir a
still
hacer
looking
por
forward to it because I love all things pumpkin, and at least even if it's not, you know, anything big, you can still get some nice reference pictures, which is always something that I'm looking for.
¿Qué van a hacer los cubes?
No sé, amor, tenemos que mirar. I'm just adding the windows. Okay. There. And then I'm going to add the corn. It's going to come out of the frame. And then here's the corn. Estás moviendo mucho la mesa. We have some lime. lines here. We'll make them more rounded later. And then the stalk continues up with the leaf going up here. This really helps with cuidado con la vela.
Cambié solo de papel.
Puedes cambiar de papel, pero si el papel toca el fuego, se te quema el papel. Okay. And then here, I'm just gonna have, I need to go back to the raven. It's just sitting on this piece of wood. So that'll be there. Okay. We can go back in and kind of give some more detail to this crow. I think crows are so pretty. Okay, good. And now I can do the border outside. So there will be a pumpkin here. This is very folk arty, which I really like folk art. And if you would like to see the reference pictures that I'm using, they're all from Pinterest. So I'll post a little link to my Pinterest board. And I'm gonna have a different type of pumpkin here. I'm gonna have this like thicker one. It's not a pumpkin, it's more like a squash. Felix, cuidado.
Quiero ver eso. Wow. Yeah.
Está cocinando. Okay, and then here I will be doing some branches for the acorn leaves. And here's one. There's another. We'll have another. And then we'll have a little acorn here. Continue on with some more leaves. Toma agua, tu agua está ahí. Seca la hoja. Okay. And then what else do I want to put in here? I can have then further acorn leaves coming here with some acorns. And then more leaves.
Ese lindo. Rico.
Good. And now from this side. Since I'm just doing this as like a fun little exercise to do. if I like it, then I'll go and create this with a bit more detail maybe, and plan things out maybe a bit differently. There. I think that's quite nice. I might turn this into an actual sketch, an actual illustration maybe. That's why it's fun to have a cheap sketchbook. So now for color. I really like to use my pan pastels, and I haven't tried them in this sketchbook, so I thought, let's give it a try. And I really recommend these brushes. So here in the smaller sketchbook, I'm going to use this small brush so it can really get into all the places. And then I'll later fix it to the page with some water. Apparently this was not very clean. That's why it's leaving some brown. And then I'll put some, no, I'll do, it's yellow, do some red. I love this red, absolutely love it. So I don't really want to spend that much time on this. Put some red as well here. Baby, dibuja.
No sé qué pintar.
Un pajarito como yo.
No es muy difícil pintar los pajaritos. ¿Me pintas un pajarito?
All right, so now I'm just going to paint, and this will now be a time lapse. Okay, so that is the quick little sketch in my cheap sketchbook. I think this is definitely something that I'm going to explore in a bigger scale, but it's a fun exercise to do, just to create a nice composition, see what works, see what doesn't work. Maybe I would change the colors, but I like the layout, and so this is something that I tend to do in this cheap sketchbook, just, you know, put down ideas, try things out. And since this costs like €1 or €2 maybe, max, I don't really care. So it's very freeing to use this cheap sketchbook. So I would recommend everyone go out and get a cheap sketchbook. All right, guys, so I will see you next time. Bye.